All right. I think we're getting out there. It says we are live.
All right.
Anybody see us? Give us a thumbs up or I guess you can't give Hank give me a thumbs up, but let us know if you can see us live real quick. There you are.
All right.
Let's see here. We're going to talk about Tony's tractor adventure. All right. All right, guys. Well, welcome to the New Year's whatever we want to call this. Me and Hank said, hey, let's just go live. This is impromptu. And so we're going to talk a little bit about our channels, and we got a few pictures and things to share with you. Nothing too formal. And I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I said, it's I might be getting old when I'm going to just come here and go live. I like this. I don't care. Just share with you guys.
Yeah.
How was your day, Hank? We'll talk a little bit. Let everybody get a few more people in here.
Yeah, it was good, dude. I hunted the morning and afternoon, and bush hogged in the middle of the day.
Yeah, we went over and worked on the old crane truck. We got it running. Look at my sister's there. Debbie, how you doing there?
Hey,
Have your hammer handy. I know what she's gonna say. Oh, it's dragging in the dirt. I can hear it clear as day. So let's see here. Guys, y'all bear with us. There's a lot of you guys on here, and I'm trying to see what's going on here. Big Red, what's up, brother? See Sydney, Happy New Year's to you too. Mr. Gringo, how you doing?
Hey, Jason.
Let's see, Jason, buddy, what's going on, man? Let's see, Steve, boy, Secret Squirrel.
What did you bush hog with olive oil? Shoot, olive oil is going to be just for hay rides and on the flower farm.
Listen, that olive oil, that thing there will do some work now. That's a tractor right there.
I did move it. It's funny because I did move it. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I moved it because I put my bush hog in that bay, and then did some work. My tail wheel goes up through that spindle, and then it's held on with a cotter key, or flat washer and a cotter key that keeps the tail wheel from falling down. I broke about 15 of those cotter pins.
Yeah, so, that's pretty common. I've done that many times myself.
Yeah, so I put a clevis pin in there with just a hairpin in it. So that's going to make it a little easier.
Seen a few boats with a couple of lock nuts on them before too.
Yeah, I should probably, if this doesn't work, I'll probably go that route. Yeah. So
it looks like olive oil needs a new bottle.
So yeah. Hey Steve Mac, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry if I ain't calling y'all's name out. These things are moving up and down the side here. Let's wait a few more minutes. It's only a couple minutes in. Let's give everybody a chance to get on. We're doing something new here with this program, and I can't see how many people's watching. Looks like there you go. I do now. Got about 14 of you in here.
I tried to ask Tony to come down to Florida to do the live from my house, but he said, "Nah, let's do it on the computer." I said, "All right."
I'd rather stay here in the cold and the snow and the drizzling sleet. It's so much better. So I called Hank today and I said, "Man, it's snowing, flurry in here." He goes, "Man, I hunted in short sleeve shirt."
That's right.
That's wrong. Tell somebody that. But hey, I don't got it that bad, man. Them guys up north, that's cold. Kevin, how you doing, man? Game over. Let's see. I think we've got about everybody else. Where's everybody at? I figured that'd be everybody sitting around looking at the computer tonight.
Everybody's out partying. Happy New Year.
I don't know. They'll get here in a minute. We'll go ahead and start about 7:34. What do you think?
Yep.
Yeah, this is my second live, so I've got me some notes here. Hank's a pro at it. He just wings it. So we're kind of winging it too, but I still writing some notes down because I don't miss some stuff.
A plan is nothing. That's just something to deviate from, right?
That's exactly right. I've never had a plan that started and finished it the way it was intended to. Never had one. All right, so we got about 18 of you in here. Well, Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. We'll go ahead and get this thing started. I'm going to welcome everybody. Thank you for coming on. Hit the thumbs up for me if you would. That lets the algorithm put it out there for everybody to see. Maybe we get a few few more people in here. Let's see here. Let's see Jason here. If you turn your phone on the side, screen is bigger. My wife too. That's right. If you turn the phone sideways, the screen gets bigger. That's awesome. So got a few things to talk about here. Let's see.
I'm gonna try to share this out here, Tony.
All right, go ahead. So Facebook, speaking of sharing out, Facebook, we Hank and I both are trying to get our Facebook follower count up to kind of match our YouTube channel subscribers. So if you guys haven't checked our Facebook page out, please do. We're just, I don't know, it's different people, but hey, ease over to the Facebook and look us up. I think the bottom of this video will have our information in it. And so please do that. And let's see, I'm going to show y'all a few things. I'm going to sneak this in here while Hank's looking down. Look at that. What's going on with that right there?
Hey, man. I think we're going to go back next week and do a little something to that.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, to get you in the mood, let me show you something real quick. Let me get everybody in the mood here. Now, you guys know I've been working on my old crane truck. Now, Hank come up with a name. I've had two people come up with names. First name was Mad Max. Hank, what was my name now?
Ichabod
crane truck. So we went. I like that so much. We're gonna go with the Ichabod crane truck. But let me show y'all something real quick. Well, that's actually not the right one. Well, that's kind of blurred.
No, that's cool on my end, dude.
Oh, is it? Well, it looks good. There you go. So this old crane truck. This is the first day we seen it. Kind of looking around. That thing hadn't run in 10 years. And we just flew the drone around it, talked to the guy, and we actually bought it the way it said. Hadn't moved in 10 years. And I just thought that was so cool. I'm so fascinated by this old truck. So that was I don't know, a couple, 3 months ago. And this was today. This literally was about 3 hours ago. Oh, that nice warm heat. Look at that heat. We're going to have heat, baby. Crazy, huh? Let's see here. 29 degrees in Ohio.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, it ain't much warmer here. I ain't gonna lie. Jim, happy New Year's to you. Harry, let's see. Dean, happy New Year's to you. And Harry, Bob, happy New Year's to you. Fred, happy New Year's. Dennis, happy New Year's to you as well. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm all excited about the old Ichabod crane truck. I'm gonna put a logo on the side that says Ichabod Crane Company.
Let's see.
Oh, that's not even right to do 70 degrees. That's kind of wrong.
Did it show up?
Yeah, it did. I seen it 70, big, just a big world right there. It's what, 7:30 at night and 70 degrees? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ease back up here to the top of the comments, and I want to put one up here for you guys.
Thanks, Amos.
Let's see if I can find it here.
Happy New Year, Dean Barr says. Dean. Harry says, when are you going to do more tractor work? Both of us just dropped tractor videos yesterday and today.
Yeah. I did something yesterday. I did a service on my little 264 a while back. There you go. I can't find that one. Ain't that the way? There it is. And I got to show this. I'm gonna call Gringo Pines out here. Look what he did. He called me Tony Claus. It's just a little bit of white in there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
29 degrees in upstate New York. Ugh.
Yeah, 29. You know what? That still ain't too bad, really, if you think about it.
That's vacation weather. Like I can handle that for about 3 days, and I'm ready to come back to Florida.
Yeah, well, when it gets down to that daggum, -5, that's miserable.
I saw somebody that was from Central Florida.
I've seen that up here.
Yeah, Fred, where you at? Where are you from, Fred? If you don't mind saying, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but we're in the Panhandle ourselves, Panama City Beach,
and it's 70.
And it's 70, by the way.
It's 39 at night.
Yeah. What engine's in the crane truck?
Now the crane truck's got a 350. I think originally it had the old 292 6-cylinder in it, and somewhere along the lines it's got changed over. It's to a 350. I'd say the 350 is in it. Looking at it, it's probably 30 years old or more. 37 degrees in East Texas. You ain't doing much better than us. Let's see here. I'm going to show you guys some more pictures and get the conversation going. Wish I eased that up. So you're going to go over and check this old truck out?
Yeah, man. We're going to go. I think we're going to go next week and at least put plug wires on it and patch the hole. We may or may not try to rebuild the car while we're out there. It depends on what Tommy wants to do. But me and Tommy are going out there for sure. And hopefully Brandel can be off work and go with us. But if he can't, it'll just be me and Tommy.
Yeah. We're going to continue. I'm going to drop a video on the crane truck tomorrow. So y'all keep an eye out for that if you want to see what all we've done to it. This is the video we just dropped yesterday, I believe, was where we got the brush tiger out. Kind of ironic that both Hank and I got something that does similar to the same things, but this dude right here is just absolutely interesting to me. I could sit out here and run this all day long.
Yeah, that's those front brush cutters are nice.
Yeah. All right, we got a bunch of more comments I hadn't got. This is hard to do. Show pictures and let's see. Are you translating? I don't know what you mean, Tanya.
We got some. I saw somebody said they had maybe Winter Haven and yeah, that's down there in the Mickey Mouse territory.
Oh yeah, Melbourne, Australia, 80 degrees. How about that?
Yeah.
Well,
down under.
Down under. I guess this is their summer, ain't it? Is this y'all's summer? Secret squirrel?
Yeah, 80 degrees. I imagine it is.
Dean says he woke up with Christmas morning with 5 inches of snow. Lasted about 2 days. Still 35. Y'all must be not too far away from us. I know in East Tennessee they got a pretty good little snow.
So Tony, let me ask you a question. What do you think is your favorite? What's your favorite thing about a TYM tractor? Is it how it sets? Is it how it operates? Is it how it's built?
Yeah, they build a tractor kind of the old way. It's not the fanciest tractor. I'm telling you, it's not. Right. But it's got grease fittings on everything. There's a lot of tractors out there where the trunnion is on the front axle where it tilts back and forth. They don't put a grease fitting on that.
Oh no.
And it's not, that's not gonna, light use is fine, but 20 years from now the TYMs are still going to be there. If you service it, grease it, it's got grease points on the pedal. That's another thing is where the pedals, the pins move back and forth. This is getting nitty gritty. You asked. So the pedals move back and forth, right? Well, that's how many thousands of times do your pedals move back and forth? Yeah. And there's so many tractor manufacturers that do not put grease fittings on there, and it's just metal on metal. So within, when you get to 500-600 hours on the tractor, it's sloppy. And TYM puts bushings and grease fittings on that stuff. And that's the little difference that I really like about it. And there's other tractor manufacturers that do, but there's a lot out there that don't.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
South of the equator. Let's see.
Yeah. Game Over was asking a question.
Let's see here. We're Game Over. Let me look back, buddy. There's when this screen that I'm looking on, if I look at somewhere else, and there'll be 10 comments come by.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, it's in. Got you. That's what it is. It's in Spanish, I guess, or Portuguese. I can't really say. I don't understand. Not familiar with that one. I can speak a little German, but
do we have anybody that knows German?
No, at least one.
We're pretty fluent in Southern, ain't we, Tony?
I don't know. I get beat up on that too. I said inch. I said like this is about an inch long, and somebody just like, what's an inch? Like,
Yeah.
Dean Bar. Well, tell me what same question back to you on your Branson.
What do I like about what's my favorite?
You can't say air conditioner, man. That's
air conditioning is my favorite.
That's too easy.
Yeah. No, so what I like is that I've never not been able to lift anything that I went to go lift. You know what I mean? And so it's just because when I first got it, the frame was so much small. Well, I say so much. The frame was smaller than the other red tractor that I was driving, and it was it's lighter. And
thou shalt not speak.
And so I was like, well, man, I hope it lifts. On paper, it should be able to lift more, right? And so it's such a smaller tractor, and when I got it and I started putting that Homestead grapple on there, and I started just using it, and I was like, man, this thing will lift anything. And we have a video out where it's lifting a tree, and we calculated it to be right at 2,600 pounds, give or take, but plus the weight of the grapple that we were using. So it was almost 300 pounds or 3,000 pounds that we were lifting with this tractor. And I was like, man, this is impressive,
Hey, not to change the subject, but I'm going to change the subject. I didn't really did I really introduce you at the front of this? I don't think it did. Since we got everybody, if y'all don't know who this is, and I forget that this is coming to you on my channel. This is Hank Hamilton from Hamiltonville Farm. And if you guys like to see like tractor work, just like what we do over here on our channel, you guys need to go see him. He does a few wheel it starts as well, but lots and lots of tractor work and just a lot of good content. And he comes at it from a new tractor operator. If you watch his channel from the beginning, now you're getting pretty daggum experience. Now you got a few hours. You got a few hours in the seat now, so I can't really say that you're a rookie anymore. You're doing pretty doggone good. But you can go back on his channel and watch as he progresses through, and from never owning a tractor to really just becoming daggum proficient at it.
Yeah. Well, I had some good, some of my good teaching was spending a lot of time with you. So.
Wow, making if I didn't have this beard, they could see me blush.
Yeah. So there's old Formal. How about you there, Master?
Hey, buddy, Happy New Year's.
No Master Sergeant showed up.
Me and my dad helped my 14-year-old nephew crank up his 1951 inch Super C. We had a Super C for a while there when I was a kid. That's for an old tractor, that dude will flat more tug along now. Game over. Happy New Year's, you guys. I want you to send you a hug to my uncle. Help me out.
Kookabalooda.
Big hug.
Here's a virtual hug.
Uncle Kookabalooda.
Tell him how about it.
Hey, there's no disrespect. I mean, no disrespect, but that is really hard for a Southern boy's tongue to wrap around.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about ice on the pool. We only get weather. I mean, every 4 or 5 years we'll get something like 1 degree. We hardly ever get like super, super cold. And there's a little bit of the water left in the bottom of it, but it's got salt in it. I don't think it's ever going to freeze. We drain it almost all out. Let's see here.
And speaking of the pool, if you haven't seen that time-lapse video that he made, and son, that was a good video right there. When you did the whole time lapse from start to finish.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, that's a really good video. If you guys haven't seen that, Tony takes a above ground pool and literally makes it an in ground pool, and fantastic job on it, by the way.
Hey, thank you, man. Hey, Kevin. Hey, buddy, how you doing there? The time, it's funny, now here you would think that it was my pool and it's fresh in my mind, but it's funny that was a couple of years ago. Another day I just happened to be scrolling through my own videos and I went back and watched the time lapse. I was like, it was so cool to see it happen. I want you guys to know that it did not happen like that. That's a lot of hard work you put in there. That time lapse makes it look easy.
Dude, I remember calling Tony I remember calling Tony. I'd be like, it'd be like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. You know, I'd be like, hey man, what's going on? I'd be like, still working on this pool, dude.
Yeah, hey, listen, okay, I'm going to tell you the story. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the pool. All right, so I call me and Hank. We're just kind of meeting then. We talk, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna come up there and you know, we said just somehow I don't know who said it, but he ended up coming up here to help me, and I had this in my mind that we were gonna dig this pool and have the pool set in the hole
over the
in
weekend.
3 days.
Yeah,
in 3 days. And listen, he got here just about the time that it turned off to about 160 degrees, I guess. And we were dying out there on the tractors trying to dig that pool. It ended up taking me 21 days to get the pool finished. I mean, and me and Tanya, we get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and get out there before it got so hot, and then we would work till about midday to the point we just couldn't stand up anymore, and literally go take a shower and take a nap because we were so wore out. That pool like killed me, but in the end, it was worth it.
Yeah, look, turned out really, really nice. I've yet to swim in it, by the way.
Huh?
I've yet to swim in it.
Well, I mean, you know, it's always, you can come right now.
It'd be
I'll
polar plunge, as they say.
MWRR. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Portuguese translated, "Are Americans fat?" Well, we eat too much, buddy. That's pretty much what it means. But I have
tomorrow, right?
But I have high self-confidence.
Tomorrow we all go. We hit the gym tomorrow, right? Ain't that
right? I hit the gym today, man. Look at that. I'll take you to the gun show, man. Look at that. Look at that. Wait, let me pull a shirt up. Well, maybe they can't see. Never mind. I'm gonna put that away.
Yeah.
It ain't ready yet.
I'm put them garden snakes out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think and I noticed a while ago if I bow up real big, it's a camera effect. It makes me look like Schwarzenegger, but it ain't real.
If y'all ever get to meet Tony in real life, he's a mountain of a man. So
he's so full of it.
So listen, dude, I have bought or I'm going to buy the world's most bestest wrench ever. Right? It's a torque multiplier.
Oh yeah,
dude. So my buddy Brandle's got one, right? And we used one the other day on this big 1 11/16 nut that we had on this piece of equipment. And he said, "Hey, I got this torque multiplier wrench or whatever." And I was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Check this out, dude." And we put that, and I was like, I'm getting one. I'm getting one tomorrow, you know? And I was like, this thing is awesome, man. I didn't even know that stuff like that existed, you know?
Oh yeah. We used to have them in the motor pools for years.
Yeah,
I've used them many times. Let's see here.
That thing's legit.
With a polar plunge. Yeah, come on up and do the polar plunge. Dean got it planned. Come up there and jump in our pool. We'll film it. I'll fill it back up for you.
Your sister says she puts her feet in it when she cooks. When y'all cook.
That's right. We have big family get together out there during the summer, and you know that's nice. We have all the family there and swim around in there. But I like it. We get the grill going. It's just a nice place to get together.
I like how you done that deck around it too. Look, I mean, you got it set up really, really nice. So,
yeah. Now we're gonna build we're gonna sell this place and move over to the farm. Kind of got it just the way we wanted almost. We just about got everything cleaned up except that back row, the back of the property. We've cleaned from the front to the back, got the house remodeled, and now we decided we're gonna go to the farm. But that's how. Yeah. My German wife wants a farm. Never been on a farm. She wants a farm.
Well, listen, you already got the chickens.
I know it. We got 10 chickens. Got 10 hens and laid 10 eggs a day. How about that?
That's awesome, dude. MWR, we appreciate that, buddy.
So. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about some stuff. Our barn build coming up. So if you look back on a couple of videos, we got our pallet gravel put out and took the roller and rolled over it. So basically what we guys are doing right now, what me and Tanya are doing right now, we're working on this old crane truck. We are literally just maybe a week away from having the crane truck road worthy. and we're going to use it in the future to lift up the trusses onto the post. So we're going to build this pole barn. Deutschland. Let's see here.
Tanya, you need more animals.
Yeah, Tanya. Yeah. This is my wife, by the way. I want y'all know what she's doing. Listen, every time I would deploy and go overseas, I'd come back and we'd have some more pets. So I had to retire. I mean, I literally had to retire. But so let's look at you guys involved. What are y'all doing tonight? Anybody doing anything? Got anything getting ready to happen the first of the year?
Your barn build thing. I was listening to your barn build.
Well, I mean, just our barn build. I mean, we're getting ready to. I'm going to use the tractor, take the post hoe. We're going to dig the posts, put them in ourselves. Take the crane, pick them up, set them in there. Put the rafters up. We're going to try to do. I probably will have somebody roof it. I'll put the trusses up and the what do you call it? The ones that go crossways.
Stringers.
Stringers, yeah, there you go. I'll put the stringers and then that way we'll I'll probably get somebody to put some metal up because I'm not going to. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of bouncing.
Yeah, so it's the fall. The fall don't hurt you. It's that sudden stop at the end.
Let's see, Tony. What are you going to do with a crane truck? Are you going to restore it? Or are you going to sell it? No, I'm keeping it. That thing probably my neighbors hate me, I'm sure. But that's why we're moving out in the country.
So are you going to make your own? You say you're going to set the post. Are you going to make your own? Are you going to make all your own timber to make the barn with?
Probably not probably the main plan is to just use the post. We're going to use treated posts and then wrap them. And then we will go ahead and use a lot of our own cut timber. Yeah. But be honest with you, most everything we're cutting right this minute is more about the furniture lumber.
Gotcha.
So you're going to see a lot of that kind of.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of furniture stuff coming up in the future. Let's see, Tony doing chat. Wish you the best. Hey, thanks, man. Got some spare razors here. Lots of greeting from both from New Zealand. Yeah, this is my first beard. I in the Army, we never could grow beards. Never even thought about it. And then this year, I was like, I'm going to grow a beard. And so yeah, got me a beard.
Paul Smith said Branson because of our videos. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that comment. But dude, I'm telling you, I love that Brutus. I've been nothing but I think I hit 150 hours today. Maybe it was like 149. I'll hit 150 tomorrow. But I literally use my tractor every single day on something.
Hey, this is Amos's birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. Look here, I'm learning how to use this program.
Happy birthday, Amos. I always think about Amos and Andy when I see somebody's name's Amos.
Already celebrating 2021 here. Secret Squirrel is. Let's see if I can. Oh, wrong one. Secret Squirrel got away from me. There we go.
Oh no, Jason's got 4 roosters. He says that's horrible, Jason. That sounds like.
I'm not gonna get no eggs from that.
Yeah.
We sexed our chickens this year. I don't know if you ever sexed chickens.
I'm sure Gina has.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks. You got to turn them upside downwards and look at the little ventral thing, and if it's got a little nodule there. So we got we got 8 at the beginning, maybe it was 6 we got. But anyway, I got 2 wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hey, Gringo Pies, man, I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Happy New Year to you.
Andrew, we got the Cook J in it's a Cummins derivative engine in the Branson's Cook J.
Yep. TYM has a very, it's not the exact same engine, but it's still a Cook J engine. And like you said, let's see, there was one.
I do need to do a video on that because it's
good history.
It does have a DPF, but it's passive regen. It doesn't I don't have a regen override button. You know what I mean? And I've yet to have the light come on saying that was regen, and I don't even know if it does or not but I burnt, like me and you have a lot in common, Tony, because we run our tractors at high RPMs. Like even if I'm not running a implement of some sort, I'm running at 1900, 2000 RPMs, unless I'm like doing like some precision work where I need the throttle down.
The
Obviously.
only time that I use mine at low RPMs is when I'm setting logs onto the sawmill, and that's pretty much everything else is pretty high. Tillers high RPMs, rotary cutters high RPMs. Maybe well, I mean the little 264 doesn't have any regen, so I can run it as low as I want to. But the smaller tractor is what I use for like plowing taters and slow work, and then the bigger tractor I do use it for a lot of bigger stuff. Like the backhoe though, I still don't run it real. Maybe 1800 to 2000 backhoe. I mean, still I've never had a regen yet though. Have you had a regen yet?
No.
Yeah, I've not had a.
But like I say, mine don't regen like normal.
It just does it while you're working.
Right. Yeah. It's called passive. So it doesn't. Like I say, how because some tractors will have a button that you can bypass the regen. Eventually, it's going to regen, right? But you can override it. And I don't have that option in the Branson because it does it's passive.
Let's see here. Well, thanks, Hank. What I'm looking for is mechanical engine. Yeah, well, I mean the Cook J is a mechanical engine, no matter which, either you get it on a Branson or T1M. Basically, it's got a Bosch injector pump on it. It's just like one that's been used for years and years. The computer that runs the regen system is over the top of the engine. So if you have a regen issue, it doesn't shut the engine down.
Right.
That's the same for both of them.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so it is a mechanical engine completely with a strong Cummins influence, and then they put the Tier 4 stuff over the top of it. I mean, it's probably the best way to go.
I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining at my house.
No.
Hey, so what's your plans for 2021, Tony?
Well, the barn is the big thing. No, we're going to take you guys on a journey. We're going to build our barn, move our travel trailer over to the farm, finish this little property here we got up and sell it, and then build we're going to build a barn style house. Similar, I don't know if you guys ever seen Hank's house. It's awesome. Gina's done a wonderful job of decorating, and I mean, I'm just throwing you on the bus, man. I'm sorry. Anyway, no, but their house is beautiful. They've inspired us. We went down and visited them, and it's really inspired us to do something very similar to what they're doing. So that's kind of our short-term plan is to get over there. Maybe we're going to get moved over there. A travel trailer, that sounds kind of bad, but I'll be honest with you, there's people living worse than what we would in a travel trailer. Our travel trailer is okay. It's pretty nice. And
yes, nice.
Yeah. So it's not like we're going to be struggling. And but the next
to get it done faster.
Yeah. It definitely will motivate me. But then Sawmill, that's a big thing. We're going to have we got to put a Sawmill shop up over there. So it's just right now we really are like ready to sprint, but it's like mucky, crappy weather outside right now. It's like just mucky. What about you? What you doing this year?
So we do a couple Will It Start series. We're gonna do a few more of those next year, but we're doing it with a twist. And so we're actually working on the next twist of a Will It Start already. It's literally in my pole barn right now. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's a secret. And so it's got a twist to it. So we'll do some of that, and then we're going to show more of the flower farm.
Right there, I really like.
Well, because we're going to add a subcompact to the channel. So we'll add. Well, we're hoping to add a subcompact, I should say, and so that would be pretty cool. But so that's the big plans. We'll probably show more of the flower farm, working that area and all that kind of stuff. But I see Jason said, "What's up with the fire truck?" I'm thinking I'm going to try to go work on it next week. a lot of comments in that fire truck was talking about the hole in the intake manifold was not on the intake. It was actually on the exhaust port. And so JB Weld will handle it fine. It shouldn't be a vacuum leak in it, basically, is what it boils down to, that it should not have a vacuum leak. But we got to get definitely got to get new plug wires for it because the rats ate the plug wires. And then we'll bring batteries with us, and we'll try to do something with the carburetor while we're there. But yeah, I'm hoping to get back out there. Really, what would be ideal, Jason, is that if we could get our buddy just to haul it back to Tommy's house where all his tools are and stuff, so we don't have to go into the woods every time we need to work on it.
Yeah, that having you shop by real close. Hey, here's another question. MWR said, "What other than tractor, what implement you find to be the most useful?"
Grapple. That's an easy one.
Yeah. Well, it just totally depends upon what you're going to do. I mean, if you're gonna farm, a tiller. If you're going to do a lot of gardening, a tiller. If you're going to, clean up brush and stuff, then like what you do, Hank, that's in a grapple. Gosh, that's because it sure beats getting out and picking it up by hand.
Yeah. Homestead Implements grapple, by the way.
Hey, I went and looked at their. I went down to Hank's and I checked out the grapple. That's nice. It's well made grapple. It really is. I have a touch of grapple and envy.
Yeah. Oh, mercy.
But
yeah, I agree with you, Tony. It's really what your property will dictate what you really need.
I will say this: if you buy a new tractor that has a skid steer quick connect on the front, and you're watching your budget, the most important thing you can buy for your loader is pallet forks.
Yeah.
That you can pick some logs up, you can move some brush with it, you can do a lot of things with it. So my probably like on a budget, the pallet forks will do so many things.
I agree with that.
And then on the back of the tractor, that just totally depends on 3-point hitch. What are you going to do? What's your primary job on your farm? If you got pasture, need rotary cutting, then get you a rotary cutter.
So let me ask you this, or let me piggyback on that a little bit. That's an excellent choice. Is the pallet forks? Don't get the clamp on forks.
No,
right?
No, I did it.
Yeah. Spend the extra $150, $200 and buy real forks.
Yeah, I did it. I want to admit it. I did it. Now you get those clamp on forks, and they're if you're going to pick one pallet up and move it around, but you're already spending that much money to get them. Might as well, like you said, go ahead and spend another couple $100 and get a set of pallet. You can get a nice set of pallet forks for under $300 sometimes. You just got to find some sales.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did it, and then those clamp on ones, like you hit something, and this one will go this way, and or they'll both go this way, and you're afraid it'll bend your bucket.
Yeah.
So yeah. Told her wife want to buy a farm. She said she would not move. Told her I didn't need any more incentive. I got to show that one. That was too fun. Boy, I hope she's not on here watching that, bud.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. So the pallet forks, Tanya's outside reupholstering a couch, and she's like, "Come help me pick this up." So what I do? I went to the tractor, got the tractor and the forks. I'm like, I'm not picking it up.
Yeah.
So
pallet forks is a good call. It's that's definitely versatile, especially for like a starter attachment, I guess you would say.
Right. I mean, to get a grapple, you're gonna you're getting the up front. Let's talk about tractors when you buy a tractor. I really think up front when you buy a tractor, and it's things that we don't do because we're looking at budgets and we're looking at pennies and dollars, and I'm just as guilty, but I'm telling you right now, go to the dealer, buy the tractor, and buy the factory third function valve with a tractor. It's so minuscule of a cost added into the cost of the tractor, but it will make your tractor so versatile. You're on Craigslist, something like that. You see a grapple that's used a little bit. It'll work. Yeah. But you don't have that third function valve, and you go to have somebody put it in later. It's pretty good cost.
Yeah, and I will tell you this too. That's people. all tractor manufacturers make good tractors. Every one of them.
I agree.
But I don't. The reason I don't like John Deere is for their stupid John Deere quick attach system. That's not.
People are gonna be throwing rocks in here in a minute.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's all that proprietary stuff you got to buy. It's like they're the Apple of tractors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, saying we're driving IBMs.
Yeah, exactly right. Because I mean, here's the thing: they make a great tractor, and they make and they make good implements that go on them. That's not what I'm saying. The fact is, I have a choice if I want to go unless a manufacturer makes John Deere compatible implements or attachments, I'm out of luck, and that's the single only issue I have with John Deere. That's it. No other.
Man, I have no complaint with John Deere. They make good tractors for sure. Hey, I want to show something real quick to you guys, and I want you to talk about this a little bit, Hank. This is and I showed you guys the brush tiger here earlier, but I want to show this right here. Buddy, that's a hoss right there.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Darren King makes those out of King Welding and Fabrication out of Marble, Minnesota. And so I got to talking to him, and I was like, dude, I don't want, in my particular case, I just didn't want one that articulated, and that's just personal preference. Strictly
different. I'll say they're for two different things.
Yeah, absolutely. And
this is clearing, and the brush tiger is more maintenance.
Yeah. That's right. And so maybe I need an articulating one next year. You know what I mean? And but so Darren was talking to me about this brush cutter that he makes and stuff. And dude, you're talking about built like a hoss, like an army.
I'll throw it back up here. This I wish I could show it off to one side, but
dude, that thing's built like an army tank.
It really is. I mean, it really is. That's not thin metal.
No.
All right. So if you guys don't know, I watched a video of Hank. I think it was a short where you push the tree over with it.
Yeah.
So he gets out of his tractor. He goes up here and says something and runs. I was doing something. I didn't have the sound on. I'm just watching him, and he runs up there and gets in his tractor with this cutter. Didn't have it turned on and pushed a tree over with it. And I was like, my goodness. So it's definitely it's built for some real heavy duty stuff. How thick can it cut?
It's 3 inches. You don't want to go more than 3 inches.
Yeah, but 3 inches is a lot.
Yeah. I probably would spend all day doing 3 inches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and then so I just dropped a video tonight actually where I talked about in the comments were running, and me and you talked about it, was running hoses to the back to the rear remote and detent. And yeah, that's definitely a viable option, but
them hoses ain't cheap.
But I haven't gotten to the point where it's aggravating enough to make me want to put hoses in the back.
I think, now I'm going to put you out here on the spot. I think go ahead and put the hoses on it and run it around to the detent. You'll look back and go, why didn't I do that sooner?
Very possible. Very possible.
I mean, the fact that you have to hold the button and then hold the button down for the thing to come on. Yeah. I just, you throw that detent on, that dude's wide open, and you still have full control of your. So,
but one thing I like about yours is it's the hydraulics is in the self-contained or whatever.
Self-contained. Now Hardy's. I'm gonna throw that back up there so they can see this one. Let's see if I got a better picture of it. I don't think I have a picture of it from the back, but there's right back here in the back on the right side. You can barely see. You can see my dumb butt with the landing leg down, dragging the ground. I'm gonna point that out because somebody's gonna say something. But anyway, it's got a hydraulic unit at the back. Now at the front here, at the top, they're talking about it's a high flow system. The pump on the back is high flow, so it makes your tractor high flow. And you can use high flow post toe diggers. You can use they're looking at all kind of different variations that can be put on here. And on addition to that, you don't have to use, if you get this unit, then you can use someone else's high flow front cut or whatever. So it's going to be a benefit for you just to have that pump and hydraulic system.
Yeah.
So
So Jason, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, Jason? Me or Tony?
I'm sorry, man. I ain't looked here. Let's see. Jason, what horsepower tractor use? Is that thing looks heavy? That tractor is about the 474 is 48 horsepower. I'll say this on the Brush Tiger because you're lifting that thing way up high, and it's offset. I would not recommend it. And I believe they don't recommend it going on under a 3,000 pound tractor. So like our tractor with a loader and even the way my tractor sits right now, the 474, I'm going literally next week and having the rear tires loaded. Monday I carried in to have the rear tires loaded because I don't want to eat no more windshield washer fluid.
Yeah.
So if there's a video out there, if you hadn't seen, I filled the rear tires of the little 264 up with windshield washer fluid. And as I was trying to put the valve stem back in, I like to have grounded on windshield washer fluid because it shot up my nose. And let's see.
Oh no, that thing's 300 pounds. Jason, the shipping weight when we got it delivered, the shipping weight was 328 pounds, I think it was. So that's the pallet weight as well. So 300 pounds probably, something like that. So it's not bad. It's only a 36-inch cut.
That's the same with yours is only 36-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what the Brush Tiger is, but it's definitely not the same kind of cut. You got hammers under there, or the Brush Tiger's got actual like mower blades. It's like I said, it's more, huh? Yeah, but I've seen the ones yours are a lot heavier. Like I said, the Brush Tiger is meant for finish work and maintenance of small. It's 1.5 inches. It's made for 1.5 inches, and you got some pretty good size cutters up under there. So Andrew said he uses land clearing as a bushwhacker. Land clearing. I ran up on I don't know what a I can't see it. Falcon F190 planer knives did an awesome job mulching up brush or trees up to 8 inches. Wow, 8 inches. That's something.
So that's what I want. Do you have a flail mower, Tony?
I want a flail mower. Actually, what I want is one of those things that grinds like everything up.
Like a mulching head, like a mulching
head.
I've
seen a company that makes one. I'm trying to think of it.
Bommalite makes one.
Bommalite, that's right. Bommalite makes one. I would love to get one of those on the channel. I think you would too. You probably need it more than I do.
Dude, I'm telling you what, man, I could eat some stuff up with one of those, man. So anybody got any Bommalite connections out there in the chat?
Got some Bommalite friends?
Yeah. I need to talk Homestead into making something like that. But the problem is that's such a small market for implement makers. You know what I mean? So
I want to throw this up here. And we are blessed. So Game Over, he's in Brazil, and he says they have to do. I think this is a good translation. They have to do everything by hand. We have a lot of good and accessory machines in my view. We are blessed to have that kind of equipment. It makes one person can be so productive.
Yeah, we are. We are truly blessed. The Lord has been really, really good to us. 2020 was a good year.
2020 was a good year. So I'm going to talk a little bit about something that's near and dear to my heart. I have gotten into this. You guys are watching our channel. I have just become totally fascinated with my sawmill.
Yeah.
I think that right there for two things. One is the fact that it's lumber has become outrageously expensive and hard to find. And two, there's just to me the getting in the log and cutting it the first time and picking, separating it and seeing that grain. I'm the first person that gets to see the inside of that tree. That just absolutely amazes me. And I can sit there with that log on the sawmill and literally build 50 projects in my head while I'm cutting the log. And, I got more projects than I got time. But, so anyway, I just want to throw out.
And it's funny because on your Timber Tuesdays, you could see your progression. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
I mean, I still got so much.
Tony getting there, learning this thing.
Yeah. Now Nathan over at Out of the Woods, he's been kind of mentoring me a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all watch his channel, but he's a great sawyer, and we've become pretty good friends too. And he's called me and hey, look, you probably need to do this, you probably need to do that, or I'll call him up and say the same thing. So you need a sawmill, man.
I do. Yeah.
You got a lot of trees, a lot of. I mean, every time there's a hurricane come around there, y'all got excess trees.
They already cut down for us.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Tractor Time with Tim does got a bomber light. That's where I remember seeing it.
Yeah. 23 KC. Hey, buddy. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Let's see. Having a sawmill. Listen. Okay, I'm going to throw that up there. Evan said it's addictive. Let me tell you what happened. So this is what has changed in my life since I got a sawmill. So I get in the car and I drive down the road, going to see somebody, going to do something. 6 months ago, I seen tractors. Now I see trees and go, I wonder what I can make out of that. So look at, I mean, Tiny, I tell like Tiny, look at that tree. I mean, I could do something with this. Look how straight that is. So yeah, it's absolutely addictive, man. It is addictive. See, I have some friends come out on my property, put tractor.
There's old Scott.
Hey, buddy. Let's see here. Heritage Farms, Texas.
Scott does a lot of good stuff on his channel.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos. I love to watch YouTube.
I'm a consumer.
I am too. I'm gonna tell you what. Everything that I learn from other people. Just I show what I know, but there'll be times that I don't know something. I just go to YouTube. There's somebody who's done it. YouTube. So YouTube, the University of YouTube is what I call it. So let's see here. I'm trying to go through, look at everything. Let's see. Palm tree mantle. That's a neat idea. I don't have to come see Hank for a palm tree though, because I ain't got none.
We got plenty.
There's just one neighbor down the road got one that they cover up every year, so they come out there and it's gone. What happened to my palm tree? All right, let's see. I got one more picture from Hank. Let's see here. Talk to me about this, Bob. You seen it? Did we lose you? Oh my goodness! I believe we lost the Hankster. His internet might went out on us. Let me get back over here. Did everybody lose everybody? Yeah, Jason, that's Florida wood. That's right. Jason said it's Florida wood. My wife and I walked in the woods. Now we look at trees that we can saw. Yeah, that's exactly right. I guarantee. Looks like old Hank's done locked up on us. His router overheated. I said, there you are, bub. So Danny was telling me, every time him and his wife walk out in the woods, they don't see the woods no more. They see trees they can cut up. Have a lot of red. All right, he said red cedars, and I got some mantles that we made up too. And I learned a valuable lesson about red cedar. I'm allergic to it. I mean, like put me in the hospital allergic to it. I cut up a red cedar and didn't have a respirator on, and the wind blew it back in my face, and it like killed me. And I should have went on to YouTube and watched and learned a little bit before I did it, because there's actually several trees out there that have people have allergic reactions to.
Let me show you my Tony. Let me show you something.
Oh, show it to him, buddy. Oh, yeah. Yes.
This is my, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. There it goes.
Yeah, that's what they call that.
I made with my. So that thing turned out pretty cool, man.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest with you, that you inspired me. I'm going to do one.
Look, you can see through it. See my arm through it?
I do see it through it.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that with your
all my live edge stuff.
That maple, I think.
Yeah, I got some live edge maple. I got some live edge.
Super pretty.
Yeah, I got some live edge walnut too.
Yeah, dude. You got all kind. You could do some killer river tables, man.
Look here. Hey, look, we are.
Jason, I see you. I see you talking, Jason. Oh.
There you go. Yeah, that table's awesome. I've seen that in person, and that's pretty nice. So let me go through here and make sure I ain't missed any pictures. This is what I showed earlier, Hank, and I think you fell off the earth there for a minute.
Yep.
Talk to me about Homestead.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, we're brand ambassadors for Homestead Implements. They provide the implements for us here at Hamiltonville Farm, and they're made in America. Hard Ox 450 steel. You know, if you know anything about metal, Hard Ox 450 is the Ferrari of metals. I mean, that's top of the line. And then what's that?
I just like saying it.
Oh, yeah. And they got but the cool thing about it, I mean, seriously, you know, as you start to use their products and you start to talk to the company and get to know people inside the company, they love veterans. And so they give you 10% off if you're a veteran or military member, you know, active duty, retired, guard, reserve, 10% off with US Vet 10. But it's really cool how the owner of the company was like, basically how the company started was they were bringing in their own implements into their shop and making them better. And he was like, wait a minute, I think we're on to something here. We can build better products than what is out there. And so they ended up getting, you know, they come up with it's actually the parent company is Jamestown Advanced. And they're like, if you ever been to a state park or a campground and you sit at a metal picnic table or a fire ring or a barbecue grill, it was probably made by Jamestown. So they're no stranger to metal fabrication. And, you know, of course, the fast free shipping to the lower 48 in Ontario. I can go on about that kind of stuff. But I've become really, really close to the company and the people that work in the company, from the owner all the way down to the guys in the shop. And it really makes it easy to promote the product when A, it's a good product, and B, you know, the people that are making it believe in it, and they also believe in taking care of the customer. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, we're kind of we are ambassadors for Hardee's, but I will tell you this: I know you personally well, and I know that you would not recommend something you don't believe in. So that means I'm just telling you guys out there that from my perspective, I tell you, if it won't stay on this channel if we don't like it.
Well, same with you. I mean, me and Tony's had this conversation. We're not a sales channel, right?
No,
we're a show channel, you know, and your integrity and your character as a person is way more important than what any implement would be.
Yeah, I never in one. I don't think you'll find any video where I say buy any product. You know, I'll show. You know, I think it's the same way you are. I'll show the product and say, hey, I like it or I don't like it, and then go from there. You got to be that way, because first off, I think everybody will eventually see through, you know, what you're doing.
Let's see. I don't like lying.
No, I'm not going to either. Yeah, it's not worth the money. I can't sleep at night if I go, hey, this is really great, and I can't do that. Let's see. Hey, how long have you been doing the YouTube gig? I say playing with it for about 3 years. For real, I got real serious about 1.5 years ago, and you know, so that's how we done it. I guess we put on about 20,000 subscribers this year, and Hank, you blew up, man. How many did you put on this year?
Yeah, probably 80.
Wow, you're on fire, man. Your channel's on fire, dude.
I was hoping we'd close out at 100,000, but we didn't get there.
Well, I mean, you'll get there if you know, when it gets there, it will mean that much more to you, because you had to work a little bit harder. If it's easy, anybody can do it.
That's right, and that's how if some of you didn't know how me and Tony met, was through YouTube, and basically he coached me through YouTube. Because you was probably on 3 to 6 months long, you know, before I really got into it. Here comes, you know, Tony.
Then you come by and blew my doors off, man. And my good buddy Kevin Bowie's here. Check him out. Happy New Year's, buddy.
How about you, Kevin? But you know, so here I am asking Tony all these questions about YouTube, you know, and I'm like, hey man, how do I do this? How do I do that? And he just kind of coached me along and stuff. So yeah.
Let's see here. I think I've touched on pretty much everything. I did want to show. Did I show y'all that? That was doing clinic storm cleanup. We talked about the. Well, that's a bad picture. I can't believe I put that on there. That was when we were putting the shop, the shop foundation down. Let's see. We still got 26 people in here watching. What's going on, guys? Y'all tell us. Y'all got to get involved. Ask some more questions. What do you want to know?
Question for Hank. What's been your favorite Will It Start video?
Where'd you see that at? Oh, right there.
Well, my favorite one has been man, that's hard to say. Probably the motor grader is probably my favorite one because I've become attached to it. You know, it's literally sitting at Tommy's house right now. They took the gas tank out of it, and that thing literally may be grading roads this summer. But my least favorite one is that John Deere 310. I mean,
have you ever got that running?
No, we ain't never got it running. You know, and then you bring out the field tech, you know, the field mechanic to come out there to help you do it, and he can't figure it out neither. That's aggravating. So.
Okay, I want to answer this one, and then I'll leave it over. I'll move it over to the master. Make videos. Yeah, that's it. Don't wait till you're ready. You're never going to be ready. Just make. So this is my second live. Now I find I've waited a year to make a live video. Did my first real live video 2 days ago, and I'm going, why did I wait? But on the other videos. Just make videos, man. That's it. Make videos, make videos, make videos. You'll learn it as you go. You're never going to be ready to start. You just got to do it.
Yeah, Scott makes good videos. His videos are well done. Scott, this is what I would tell. I tell people two things. One, if you're a small channel, act like a big channel. If you're a small channel, don't act like a big channel. And what that means is, if you're a small channel, act like a big channel as far as your editing, the quality of your editing, the quality of your audio, the quality of your video. You know, make a good video that looks like you're, you know, a million subscriber channel. Don't act like a big channel in your titles. And what I mean by that is, don't make if you're sitting at, you know, I know you're bigger than this, Scott, but let's say, you know, channels that's got 300 to 500 subs. And they make a video and it says, you're not going to believe this. You're right. I'm not, because you don't have enough. No, you need to work on search. All right. So search is your friend for a small channel. So make your titles searchable. Then when you get to the size that you have a loyal following, then you can start getting into the browse and suggested type stuff where you can put in titles like, you know, you're not going to believe what happened to me today, because you're going to have enough people to watch that video because you've got a following. If you're 300 to 500 people or subscribers, you don't have a big enough following to get your view velocity going. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, Tony, about that.
No, man. I love. No, you guys don't know that Hank is the analytical master. He I think he's got the analytical YouTube book under his pillow at night. But you know what? That's, you know, this is your craft.
That's right.
What do you say?
The ice cream Tuesday night.
Oh yeah. Did I? You know what? I couldn't get Tiny to go. She wouldn't go. I was like, let's do it. Let's go get ice cream.
Jason, but the next Wednesday, I did get a Frosty from Wendy's. So,
hey, appreciate that, Andrew. Throw that up here for you.
Andrew says, "Do we like our Rams?"
I do, yeah, and I hate that you asked that question. How do you like the Ram versus the Titan XD? I was disappointed with the Titan XD. The truck overall was great. It had a steering issue that they could not fix. It was a common problem, not for just me, but for a lot of people. And basically, they just quit making the truck. They don't make the XD diesel anymore. And instead of, but as far as I know, the people are still having that problem. Other than that, the truck was bulletproof. I mean, it really was a great truck. I really liked it, but my Ram gave me zero issues.
Yeah, I love my gasser.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go to when I go 3/4.
Yeah, well, and then again, Andrew, I had the 6.4. Now, if I had the 6.7, I might be talking something different. But that 6.4 was garbage, and and that's notorious for being garbage. I love the King Ranch. I love the body style. I love the interior. I love how comfortable it was, but the motor was garbage, and so I just couldn't. The reason that I got rid of it was because I got a crack right there where the bell housing connects to the torque converter, I guess that is, but and it was dripping oil out of there, and I was like, I would have to get a new transmission because the bell housing was cracked. I guess you could have JB welded it, but duct tape or something. But
Tanya put some hot glue on it.
hot glue gun on it. But I was like, that's it. I'm done with it.
Yeah. So my Mr. Game Over said here in Brazil, we rich if you had the tractors, and then very expensive there. Well, I mean, to me, stuff doesn't make me rich. It makes what's in life makes me rich. So I just look at it that way. If you got family, you're rich. The rest of it's just stuff. If I didn't have if all I had was a pickaxe and a hoe and a rake, and I wanted I'd be okay as long as my family was here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was too deep or not. Was that too deep?
Yeah, a little deep. No, I'm just kidding. Man. Kevin Ward says you have scrubbled the front gear. Not yet. I did on my old one, and I ended up putting that expanded metal on there, but I haven't done it on this one yet. But it's not a bad idea to put expanded metal on the front of your tractor.
Yeah. Now I will. That's one thing. The TWAM on the smaller tractors, they don't have. They just have the two little things sticking up and down. Yeah. That the 264. That's the one weak area. There's a guy, Gary. Oh my goodness, my mind just went totally blank. But he's making like front brush guards for the T264, and I'm gonna get one.
Yeah.
Because I use the grapple a lot. And it's just a matter of time. I'm gonna mess up. I'm very careful, but it's just a matter of time.
Sure. There's a saying, those who have, those who will.
Let's see here. Everyone needs a catchy start to their videos, like Hank. How about you? Well, I thought about that too. I'll throw that up there. So, how about you? That just rolls off the tongue so easy. And I can't take it. I can't take it. My sister come up. My granddaddy used to say one, and I said it a few times already. But how's your hammer hanging?
Yeah.
My granddaddy used to say it all the time because he was a carpenter, and two carpenters walk up to each other and go, "How's your hammer hanging?" The other one like, "Oh, my hammer dragging in the dirt." So I don't know if I'll go with that. Hey, look here, Ritter Bear will do. Look there.
Hey, John. See you, Scott. So I'll tell you a funny story, Tony. Is we were at I was coming out of the post office. Me and Gina were coming out of the post office, and there's a fellow walking into the post office, and I was like, "How about you?" And he was like, "How about it?" And I was like, "Yep." He says, "All right, then." And so I told Gina, I said, "Know everything I need to know about that guy." I said, "His family's doing good. His bills are paid. Everything." She was like, "I don't understand what just happened."
Let me throw this up here. Kevin said it seems like they're plastic and would bust with a stick. No, it's I don't know what it's made of, but it's tough as nails. And I've hit it before and it flexes. Whereas if it was my front grill was steel, I would have already dented it. So whatever it's made out of, it's some kind of composite. It's tough as nails. So I have nothing against composites.
How long have you been saying dude, I've been saying how about you for so Tony,
I ever met you.
Yeah, that's what I say. Because when we first started YouTube, I was like, "Hey, welcome back to the channel," and it was very dull. And so I had a buddy at church. He was like, "Hey, I watched one of your videos, man." He goes, "How come you didn't say how about you?" Because that's how you greet everybody. And I was like, "You know what? You're right. That's how I greet everybody. That's how I'm gonna start greeting people." And so I've been saying it since I was Probably.
Hey, if you didn't say it in the video, man, I would be like something's wrong. I'd call you up and say, "What's wrong, man?"
That's like Stony Ridge Farmers got the woo.
Oh yeah. I don't know. He did a live the other day, and he's in there playing his guitar. Man, that dude can play pretty good.
Yeah. Hold on a second, Tony.
Can you play, man?
Hold on a second, Tony. I was looking.
What you got going on up there?
I was looking for my guitar.
I see one behind you. That's your bass there, ain't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got going on here. 5 acres. Easy. We're just gonna wait to get more implements. Got 100 hours on it already. Having a great time with it. Everybody, if it was for you guys. The MT125 is a fine little tractor. It is. Like Hank said earlier, they are so many. I don't think there's a bad tractor company out there right now. Not that's being sold currently in the United States. Are you going to perform for us, ladies and gentlemen?
But I do want to show you my new bass, my Ernie Ball Stingray 5. It makes it stay in church.
So I was making fun of you. Ain't gonna play it. You're just gonna walk up and show it to us.
Yeah. I got to plug it in and all that garbage.
So I put you on the spot, didn't I?
That's all right. I can play on the spot.
Yeah. Let's see. 100 hours on it. Have a great hours with them. Yeah, 5 acres. You know what? You can do a lot on 5 acres. Sure. Our current place that we live at right now is like 2.5 acres, and we've got a garden. We've got about an acre fenced in the backyard for the dogs, and just plenty of yard to mow and some trees, and you can find something to do. And I guarantee you, there's 5 acres is a lot. Let's see, Hank, where's your diet dude? You got it there? I thought I seen you with it. I figured you got it there.
So, Jason, I switched to Mountain Dew Zero. It's got zero sugar in it. It's got a black label.
So, I don't like it. I can't. Something about the Mountain Dew Zero just doesn't. I mean, I could drink if I had to, but it just ain't my thing.
Yeah, I tried to quit eating that or quit drinking that. So,
oh yeah, that's right, John. Yeah, there's always something to do.
Yeah, you can almost make a YouTube channel out of a third of an acre.
That's what I heard. So if you guys don't know, John's here on our channel with us, or on our chat with us. He's got a YouTube channel as well. There's a few of you guys who got YouTube channels in here. John does. He does the orange tractors, the original orange tractors, right? The Kubotas.
Oh, John.
Good tractors.
I think he's going to turn into a flashlight channel. We ain't careful.
Or at least a light channel. He did one on some flashlights, and then one on You know what? I can relate to that though. As dark as it is now, just one thing you need is lights this time of year.
Yeah. Oh, John, he's good people.
Yes, he is. He is good people.
Yeah.
Always willing to help.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. And that's another good thing about the community. Me and you, Tony, have become really, really close friends over the last 1.5 2 years. And it's all because of YouTube. YouTube is it's a community. And so the other day, this guy, he sent me a message on Facebook, and he's like, "Hey, I'm having issues with my 1955 Oliver tractor." And he goes, "Can you take a picture of this certain part and send it to me?" And so I was like, man, I just got on a video chat with him, and I was like, here. And, and I just zoomed. I said, show me what you want to see, because it's easier than me trying to guess. And so, I don't know the guy from Adam or nothing, but now, I helped him solve his issue with his 1955 Oliver. And it's such a great community.
Hank, I threw this up here because I'm going to hold Danny to this.
Okay.
Walnut is a very nice wood to put on the mill, and we've been talking in the background over the last few weeks about him coming up here and bringing me some walnuts. So everybody's seen this now. I threw it up on the screen.
Yeah,
holding got him. It's like a contract, pretty much, kind of like a contract.
My name is John. I have an LED problem.
No, man, you got plenty of LEDs. You're good to go.
Take that L off, John, and I've got that same problem. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord have mercy. It's getting late. We're getting goofy now. I like it.
Oh my
So this is
goodness.
what we do in our 50s when on New Year's Eve. Got you.
Oh my goodness.
Crash tried to translate send iPhone.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious.
Cool. You know, we got people from Brazil or Brazil. Say it. I can't say it. Brazil. Gosh, my southern rough.
Across the pond.
We got people from across the pond and Australia. That's how crazy is that?
Have you had
I don't have a lathe. My neighbor down the road, we brought him. He has a nice wood lathe, and that's what he does to relax. So I like anytime I cut off a piece of nice like wood that it looks big enough to make a bowl out, I bring it down there to him. And there's a video out there where we did a piece of walnut and cut it off and gave it to him, and he made us a walnut bowl out of it. And it's amazing.
I just can't get over how beautiful that stuff is on the inside, man.
I mean, it's absolutely fascinating to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, well, what else we got? We got anything else? You guys want to talk about anything else? We've only got what 3 hours 15 minutes till New Year's. Tony, you're climbing into the back of that trailer to unloading the dirt. You got me hooked. Couldn't stop laughing. All right, buddy.
I remember that video.
Yeah.
Tony does some good stuff now.
Sometimes I get on the edge, but I love, and I can't believe that you guys watch me do what I do. It's amazing to me that the friendships and the community that we've built up. Just all together. I mean, every now and then you'll have a dud, and but for the most part, I mean, the people on here are great, and tractor communities, and the sawmill community is. I've been very receptive to me. I just tell them, look, I'm new, don't know what I'm doing, help me out, and I've had so many people go, hey, here at this point in your video, you really need to do this, and I have learned so much from that. If Hank commented earlier how far I've come from the beginning to now, and that's why. Oh, Secret Squirrel, look, he said he's 14 hours into the new year.
Do we still have Corona in 2021, Secret Squirrel?
Yeah, the coronavirus still a big deal.
Yeah. So, Andrew, I've been to 26 countries courtesy of the United States government. I've been everywhere, dude.
Weren't you like the original Secret Squirrel? So
we done a lot of stuff, man. That's a fact, Jack. I did 26 years in the military, but when you can put pins on a map or whatever to figure out where you've been or whatnot. So, however, I've never been to the Pacific, so I've never been to like Korea or Japan or anything like that.
I got orders to go to Korea once, but ended up getting sent somewhere else.
Yeah, me too.
Kevin put up there, we need to put together a blooper reel. I got some cool stuff that's happened to me. And stuff that ain't even, that ain't cool. Like I'm sitting there filming. And I don't know if you guys know, when you get in front of the camera and you're going to tell somebody something, and all of a sudden there's always that one time that you do it and it's perfect. Everything is perfect. It just rolls off the tongue. It makes sense. Gizmo's behind me and takes a dump. I'm like, at times in front of the camera, just falling down laughing. I'm sitting here like, this is really good stuff I'm doing here. I'm really explaining this well. And she's over here like rolling around on the ground. And I'm like, what's going on? Gizmo's behind me, takes a dump. I'm like, so I should put a blooper reel together because we've just the animals alone have done some entertaining stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Jason Jones says, time get off to work, getting paid to watch YouTube. That's awesome. That's awesome. Get paid to watch YouTube with us. Well, I'm glad you come along with us, man. Let's see.
Yeah, that's cool, Andrew. 13 years. I remember that. That's, like I say, how many years you got, Tony? Did you do 30?
I did almost 30. 29 years and change.
Yeah, I did 26.
I thought that's cool right there. We all feel like you guys. Yeah, I mean, you kind of do. I mean, honestly, I know Hank and Hank knows me, and this is, really us. I mean, you're seeing us sitting in our environment.
Yeah.
Everything we need to know. Well, that's about the truth of it. You
So my buddy sent a picture, or my buddy put a picture on Facebook today, and it was Richard Simmons holding William Shatner, right? And he was like smiling at him, and it said, "My kids," and then on the William Shatner says, "Some talentless YouTube star," right? And I was like, "No, wait a minute! I take offense to that meme, dude. You can't be." I guess you have to see the picture to get a kick out of it, but
yeah. You said Andrew here. I'll throw him back up here. Is he Air Force or I'm in the military right now? Is that what that means?
yeah,
I'm on 13 years.
yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate your service, guy.
Right. Yeah, we appreciate you, buddy.
There's a lot of guys in here I know that are prior service too.
I tell people, man, I beat working for a living.
Yeah, Air Force had it good. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I joined the Army.
Me and Tony joke a lot about military rivals there, you know, because I get all mad. Like if we deployed somewhere and our Wi-Fi wasn't working, you know, we were upset.
Yeah, can I tell a story? What I told you when we first started talking?
Say what now?
Can I tell a story about when we first, what I made fun of you when we first started talking Air Force? It ain't bad. I'll tell it.
Sure you can. Go ahead. Yeah.
So me and Hank were first getting to know each other, and we were talking. We didn't even know. I don't think at first we knew each other were prior military. Both of us retired. He's retired Air Force, and what, you a lieutenant colonel?
Yeah.
And I'm a retired warrant officer, and so he was telling me about his, you know, he's like going on, and I said, yeah, I was in the Army. He goes, I was in Air Force. I said, that's almost like the military. And oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think that's what started it. That was the thing that kicked it off. And now every time we get a chance to poke at each other, we do. But I ain't gonna lie, the Air Force had everything better. Us Army guys, we were always looking to go to Air Force Base because they had good stuff. Yeah. Hey Danny, we appreciate you, man. See you next year. That's right. See you next year.
Yes. Take care, buddy. How about you, Marshall?
Tony or P on the camera operator. Yeah, that case. So I'm gonna throw this up here. So we're out filming the other day, and Gizmo the dog. If y'all gotta know Gizmo the dog, if you watch my channel, he is very particular. He is a very, very smart dog. He's a mixture between Border Collie and Alaskan Husky, and he's got the worst traits of both of them. And he's just super high strung, and he doesn't like anything changed. He doesn't want anything changed. I mean, if you move the chair, it bothers him. And so we went out there with a brush tiger in the backyard, started cutting all that stuff down. So he decides he's gonna go up and pee on the camera. And all right, my sis there's tapping out. She's had all she can handle. She's a lightweight now. Happy New Year's, Debbie. Yeah, I'm about ready to tap out. Oh, Andrew, Oklahoma Army National Guard. And I spent half of my career in the active duty, and the other half I spent a mixture of guard and active guard or active duty, back and forth. I deployed more in the guard than I did while I was on active duty.
So cat. Well, I wish I had a Cat D8, Marshall.
Where we see that at? Oh, there it is. Y'all want to come get me? Help me change the track. You know, I don't think I've ever done one on a D8, but I've done several tanks, and pretty sure I could help you do it. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Add pictures. I got plenty of tractors where it should be. Yeah. Now, this is the first time me using this program. We can add a few pictures and stuff, but Lord, this is that's why I'm all here all addled, because I'm trying to push the buttons on the side and throw pictures up.
I got it easy. I just have to sit here and talk.
Sit there and look pretty, right?
I just got to sit here and look pretty.
Look here, I just learned how to do this. This old crane truck. Push that button, that thing comes up. How about that?
Yeah.
That
yeah. So I'd like to have a bulldozer on my property, and so maybe in January, maybe I'll find me a used bulldozer. I've been looking a lot, so maybe I'll break down and buy. But I want like a 80s model.
Yeah, simple, no def.
Right.
Yeah,
So
you could definitely use it on your property. You got a lot of property that could it'd make things go a lot quicker too. I mean,
yeah.
I will say this: we talk a lot about tractors on our channels. That's what we one of our primary things we talk about. You can do a lot of work with a tractor. You really can, but they're not bulldozers, and they never will be bulldozers. All right,
Yeah.
John's out of here.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, guy. Let's see.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Tony. One Tony to another. Appreciate it, man. I think that's an Air Force in Hank. Let's see here.
Yeah. That but anyway, yeah. So I've got some really, really good stuff to do with a bulldozer if I had one down here, because I mean I need a perimeter road around my property, and
You do.
a bulldozer would do that in 3 days. So
you'd have every tree knocked down in a week, man. If you got a bulldozer, when you get a bulldozer, I come down and referee. Take turn referee, because I know you're like, hey, look at this tree and watch it poop.
Yeah.
So you got anything? I know you said you're building your flower business, nursery.
Yeah,
is that your primary push this year?
I think so. Because that's actual revenue, and so
that was amazing how quickly that took off this year.
Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll probably expand what our little garden was and grow more, so we can provide more to the florists, because we wholesale. The whole thing is to wholesale the flowers to the florist.
So how big a lot did y'all have this year for your flowers?
Gina, how big? Quarter acre? Half acre? Yeah, quarter acre.
So you're just going to each year add a little to it as you can see what you need, or is that your plan?
6 80-foot rows, I think, something like that. But it's insane. It's insane how many flowers you can grow in a quarter acre. So
have you always thought about the tree saw on the front of the tractor? Is that where I'm going to ask you a question? You have to type it in for me. Is that the one where all the little saw blades, the round saw blades, are in the row?
I was thinking it was the hydraulic.
I think that would be a crimper, not a saw.
Yeah.
Give us some more detail, Andrew.
Did you check your chats up top? Yeah, but I don't know what he's one of the two. I saw one today, and it was like the hedge trimmers, like you can just handheld hedge trimmers that you can take across bushes or whatever, hedges. I saw one today for a quick attach, and I thought if it went as fast as a hedge trimmer, that would be okay, but it was so slow, and I was like, that would get on my nerves.
Well, Hank, I'm gonna tell you right now, boss. We're keeping these people away from their families and good times. Appreciate like we still got 29 people in here. I really appreciate that, but I'm about talked out. We've been on here almost an hour and a half. Really, we have been on an hour and a half.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Man.
What's that?
I said time flies when you're having fun.
It is, man. It really is. Let's see here. Looking pretty wonderful for the Christmas. I'm trying to hit the last little bit Christmas picture so you guys hate it. All right. Hello. Hello, like all your shows. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
well, guys, I really appreciate you. I'm not sure the GP gallons per minute. It's one drive and these are hydraulic powered. Yeah, I'm still not sure which one are you talking about. Go ahead.
Thanks, Tony, for inviting me on. I appreciate you. I appreciate you asking, dude. I always enjoy spending time.
Let's wrap this up. I want y'all to know, okay, if you guys don't know, and I keep forgetting this is on my channel and not yours. This is Hank Hamilton from Hamiltonville Farm. If you guys don't know probably most of you watch both channels, but if you don't know his channel, go check it out. He does tractors, He does a few wheel it starts. He does all kind of things showing how to, operate a tractor from beginning up into now, where you're doing some really serious heavy duty stuff. And I really appreciate you coming on with me, man. It means the world to me. And
I'd like to make this a recurring theme.
Yeah. I have fun with this. We just swap back and forth. I'm cool with it, because next time you got to push all the buttons.
Yeah, yeah, you got to get another working program.
Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. And Hank, you got anything else when we close out?
No, I appreciate you, man. I hope everyone has a happy new year, and God bless all you guys. And I hope that it's safe and healthy and prosperous for 2021.
Yeah, you guys be safe. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't do nothing you regret tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Happy New Year's. Let's see here. Happy New Year's. 21 videos. Yep. Well, it's 9 o'clock here, and this, I'm not the spring chicken I once was, guys. Let me show you one more thing, and we'll get out of here. I'm gonna show you this one more thing. This tickles me to death. Guys, I appreciate you. Y'all have a great night.
We'll see you, Tony. Take care, buddy.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
See y'all, guys.